Okay, solving by elimination. So I'm going to take this example we did with substitution. So over here we did this one with substitution. We got x alone and then we replaced x. Okay, I'm just going to do this one now with a different method. Okay, so this time I'm going to use elimination. So in elimination you line things up. So x is on top of each other, y's, numbers, they all have to be lined up. And here I can think about if I have this and I subtract it, I would eliminate all the x's away. So I'm going to subtract the two lines. So 2x subtract 2x is gone. 5 subtract a negative 2. So don't forget that when you subtract negatives, it adds. So 7y. Negative 20 subtract a negative 6 is negative 14. So if I move that over, 7y equals 14, so y equals 2. And then I would take that and I'd plug it into either this line or that line, and it doesn't matter. So 2x plus 5 times 2. So 2x plus 10 minus 20. 2x minus 10. So 2x equals 10. X equals 5. Okay, so you can see that we did this one with substitution and we got to the same answer, and now a new method called elimination. Okay, another example. 3x plus 5y equals 21 and y equals 3x minus 3. Okay, so my first instinct would be substitution, so we will do that, but then I'll show you elimination as well. So substitution, I'm going to replace y. So 15x minus 15 when I distribute, 18x, and this is 36 when I move the 15 over. So I get x equals 2, plug the x in, so 6 minus 3 is 3. Okay, now I'm going to show you how to do this with elimination. So we have to line things up on top of each other. So I'm going to move the x to this side of the equal sign. So 3x plus 5y equals 21. So if I move the x to the left, it would be negative 3x plus y equals negative 3. So if I think about how to get rid of a variable, do I want to get rid of x's or y's? So it looks pretty easy to get rid of x's. So if I add those lines together, 3 plus a negative 3 would equal 0. So now 6y and then add, and you get 18. Dividing by 3, or by 6 is 3. Okay, so now I plug that in, and again it doesn't matter if you plug it into this equation or this, but this one would be easier to plug into. So 3 equals 3x minus 3. And I need to move the negative 3 over. So 6 divide by 3, 2 equals x. Okay, so you can see again, different methods, but you can get to the same answer. Okay, next example. X plus y equals 20 and x minus y equals 4. So first of all, I have to ask myself, which variable do I want to eliminate? Do I want to get rid of the x's or the y's? So to get rid of x's, you would have to subtract. If you want to get rid of the y's, you would have to add. So my rule is if they're the same, you subtract them. So x's are the same, subtract, y's are the opposites, so you would add. Adding is an easier choice if you can pick it, because then we don't have to worry about the negative, subtracting negatives. Adding is 2x gone 24. Dividing by 2, I get 12. Now again, it doesn't matter which one I pick. I'm going to pick the first one. I'm going to plug 12 in. So y equals 8. Okay, next. Line 1. And here's my second line. Okay, so which variable, x or y? I'm going to pick y's, and I would have to add them. So now 6x, negative 3 plus 3 is gone, and I get 30. So if I divide by 6, I get 5. Plugging it in, 4 times 5. 15. So if I subtract 15, I get negative. Oops, sorry, here we go. That's not 15, that's where I'm going wrong. 20. So if I subtract 20, that comes out to be, there we go, negative 6. So y is 2. So 5 comma 2. Next example, 2x plus 4y equals 14. 5x plus 4y equals 29. So here I can see my y's are kind of set up for elimination. So if they're the same here, so I'm subtracting. So 2 subtract 5 is negative 3. 4 subtract 4 is gone. 14 subtract 29 is negative 15. So x equals 5. Plugging it in. Hopefully I can do my algebra right this time. 10 plus 4y equals 14. 4y equals 4, so y equals 1. Okay, so next, here's your 2 lines. So those are not set up to cancel, and either are those. So I'm going to have to do some work here. I think my goal would be if I times this by 3, it looks like it would cancel. So if I times this by 3, you have to do everything. By 3, by 3, by 3. Now I've set myself up that I could eliminate one of the variables. So 2y equals 4. So y equals 2. Going back, I'm going to plug it in to that. X plus 3 times that y value. So x plus 6. So x is 5. Okay, another example. 3x minus 4y equals negative 7. And 2x plus 3y equals 18. Okay, so x's aren't set up, y's are not set up. So we have to strategize what we want to do. So I could times this by 2 and by 3 so that they're both 6's, or I could times this by 3 and by 4 so they're both 12's. So it's up to you. we could go times 2 and times 3. Oops, times 3. So if I double this, 6x minus 8y equals negative 14. Triple this, 6, 9, and 54. So now I've set up this for elimination with subtraction. So negative 17 and negative 68. So y is 4. And then you can go back over here, pick that one or that one. I'm going to pick the second one, 2x plus 3 times 4 now. It's 2x plus 12. And then we isolate, so x equals 3.